Hello and welcome to my life on paper. I am Brianna and welcome to Stick It Down that I am part of the design team for. This is a sketch by Laura Rumble and look at all these photos. It's a double page and there is what, four by four and then three 4 by 6 photos, and this is like my favorite. So I have a fun story. I have photos from when my family and I went White River rafting in our home state of Wisconsin, and there's level 4 r- rapids there. And so this we went down twice. Oh my gosh, we went down twice. So here is the red raft that we went in, and I've got um, that picture that I put up on top, I totally forget about it. It's just a tiny little picture of us in the horizon, but all the rest are various um, pictures of us coming down the rapids. And then when we get to the bigger pictures in the middle, that's where we get to the fun part. So I will just trim all these first down to 4 by 4. And I do trim it a little bit more than 4 by 4 once I get them all trimmed down. In that, in the sketch, you can see there, it looks like there's a little bit of border to each of the um, photos. So I just make sure there's a little bit of background showing. Now I am using, I believe this is Sweet Rush. I could be wrong. I'm using a Vicki Boutin collection. I'm kind of I'm using a lot of it up recently. So I found two papers that are the same. And so I've got a left and a right. And there's some fun like mixed media, but it's not too loud on it. And I just think it's a good uh, color to show off these photos. So here's where I'm just taking a little bit, probably like 1/4 of an inch off of each, and not the width, just the height, so that I get just a little peek of that background paper through the photos, and I will just line them all up on the sides. Down below you will find the Facebook group to Stick It Down, as well as to the Instagram um, link to Stick It Down on Instagram. I post on there every 20th of the month, but I get to post my creation the first day of the month to my YouTube channel. Look at all these fun photos. Um, so the photos go down first, and then my most fun part of scrapbooking is always the getting the embellishments down. That's really the creative process. However, I have to tell you, these photos, I cannot stop laughing because I don't know if you can see them very well. Watch for them in the close-ups, but on the left-hand side, you can see me going head first into the water. And then um, on the one on the right, my poor Jillian, her feet are, and I just covered it up with a sticker, but her feet, she went off the back side and her feet are straight and up and down in the air. No one was hurt. We all had our helmets on. No one got hurt at all, but there will be more layouts coming because I think, as I mentioned in a different layout, that daughter number 3, Missy Liza, the youngest, there were so many of us that went off the boat. They couldn't rescue us fast enough. And we kind of went through how to get rescued before we went out to the rapids. But Missy Liza got to ride the rapids all by herself and not in the boat. So she might be still a little bit traumatized about it. But she, like I said, everyone was safe. So I have to giggle every time I see these photos. These pieces are to my newest part of my collection of Vicki Boutin, which is Print Shop, which I'm looking at the date on the box, and it's from 2022. So it's not her newest collection, but it's new to me. So pretty excited to have these pieces. And it does make getting a layout come together more quickly. I do use a journaling spot up there, and I just pick out some random things that might end up on the layout, but actually probably don't end up on the layout. Um, Color study is what I've got stuck down below. That's the stuff that I'm using up there. I'm going to use Love Days like this because, again, it makes me laugh. I think Eliza would beg to differ, and even Jillian, with her feet going off the back of the boat, would probably beg to differ as well. But it's a large title, it takes up space, and it just makes me giggle. I take this the tag, and I'll put some twine through the tag, and then I'm going to layer the love days like this over on top of the tag. And it just gives it something more to cluster with. So it's perfect. Great use of tag. And I do overlap a little bit on the photo, but I'm not worried because it's part of the water. It's not covering anybody. You can see plenty of the water around it. Here's some washi stickers. I do not use those. I do use some of the green from the print shop collection. I like the way it layers there, and it's going to go across the bottom of that photo. And that's kind of where the stars are in the sketch. And then where the rest of the small stars are, that's where I'm going to be putting some other clusters or just some other decorations. I like the, in the sketch there above that 6x4 on the right-hand side, she has all that journaling, but I like to have a placeholder for that, so I really like that I have that 6x4 journaling cards to hold that space there. On the clip, which is paper, but on that clip that's on that right 4x6 photo right there that I have in my hand, it says living my dream life. So again, I think I really enjoyed being sarcastic with these with these titles and all the words, but it makes for a fun layout. And I just can't stop laughing looking at these photos. So these will, yeah, be fun to look at for years for sure. And you can see I've taken some of those print shop flowers to put them around put them around the layout, kind of where those stars are. And it just brings a little bit of color, but not much. I mean, especially with the navy. The teal is of the background page, but I will use some peach in there as well. And it's just a nice subtle way to, and you could use anything. I'm a very themed scrapbooker, so normally in the past I would have been totally, oh, look at that nice big flower that's going to go there to make more of an impact with the title. But like, I've been such a theme scrapbooker that in the past I would have like been looking for rafting stickers, but it is just so fun to kind of get out of that box and then just use something different, something playful, that can still tell the story and still put a smile on your face. Okay, for the month of March, I've been trying to ask a question every day, and all have been scrapbook related today. I want to know if you've ever been White River rafting and how was it? I would totally recommend this. I'm not super young. It was super safe. Um, they taught us how to fall out of the raft and how to get back in the raft with help. I would totally recommend it. So, but have you ever been White River rafting? If so, where? And then did you have a good experience? Or if you haven't been, would you like to go? Sign me up. I'll go again. So it's still part of Print Shop. I'm putting the banners up on top, and again, it says True Story. I want to thank you so much for sticking with me through the end. Have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.